What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today we need to talk about this, the Premium Booster 01 storage box collection set thing, because here's the deal, I showed you this the other day, and honestly, I thought I did, at the time, I did do a pretty comprehensive job. I showed you everything there was to show you, and I think it was fair to assume at the time that there was nothing more to show you. I showed you that we are going to be getting 5 or 1 of 5 storage boxes, and I told you that there were 7 different promo cards available, and I showed you all of them. I showed you Nami, Boa Hancock, and Jewelry Bonney, all of whom are going to be redonkulously popular. I showed you Eustass and Rob Lucci. I showed you Captain Eustass Kid, and I showed you Spandine. And I showed you them all. You were completely informed about everything there was to be informed about. Or so I thought. Because you see, ladies and gentlemen, something's gone and happened. They've gone and shown us something else, and I think it can maybe best be shown by looking at this picture of 2 Nami cards sitting side by side. Yeah, there are special secret rare versions of these promo cards. Now, they're the exact same promo cards as we've seen before. They are exactly the same in every way, with the only exception being, they're mechanically the same. They've got the same basic artwork, but they are now super fancy, and I'm sorry, that is the best way I can phrase it. Now, worth noting, I've seen some people suggesting that the secret rare versions are textured and the older versions aren't. That's not true. Now, I can't tell you for absolute certain, but they did show off all of these in a video, and they certainly seem... Some of them are 100% textured, some of the regular versions. Maybe some of them are just foil, but some of the regular versions are absolutely 100% textured. And I just think this is wonderful. Well, it's wonderful and super annoying because on the one hand, look at Jewelry Bonney, who's going to be one of the more popular ones. On the one hand, it's really cool that we get 2 versions of this. It's lovely that we get an extra version. It's something cool, something special. It's going to be good for collectors. It means there's something to chase in these boxes, which is great. On the other hand, if you just want to try and collect these, it is going to be a little bit of a nightmare. Let's be perfectly honest. So, yeah. I'm going to leave you to figure out where you fall down here. There's certainly an argument that is going to be a pain to collect these with all the 14 different cards now, and presumably 7 of them are a lot rarer than the others and all of that. But there's also an argument that just, it's cool, and now we get something fun and extra, and I just think that's lovely. Again, we all have different opinions. I'll let you figure that one out. Of course, this set as a whole is coming with 1 of 5 storage boxes, a single promo pack with 2 cards in each. I don't believe, and as always, please correct me in the comment section if I'm mistaken, I don't believe they've actually told us what the deal is here, but I'm assuming it's 2 cards at random. I'm assuming the pull rate for the fancy versions is lower. Maybe it's 1 of each, 1 of the regular, 1 of the fancy per pack, but I'm assuming probably not. Again, I don't know that we've had official confirmation here either way. But basically, you get your storage box, your promo pack, and then 5 packs of Premium Booster 01, which I still contend, if it wasn't for OP09, it would be the best one-piece set we've got. Now, we do have OP09, which is a little bit sad for a PRB01. Good for us, because 2 amazing sets in a row is great. But make no mistake about it, this is a very cool set, commemorating a very cool expansion. And they've just either, depending on how you look at it, they've either gone and made it a lot cooler, yay, or they've made it a nightmare for collectors, boo. Again, up to you where you fall down here. But let's go and have a look at the 7 cards here so we can figure out exactly which ones we've got and which ones we are happy about. We might as well start off with Nami, because that's where we started a minute ago. We do have nice little scans of both versions, so let's start there. And you can see that we are very much in the same kind of situation here in terms of artwork, but one is a little bit special. Interesting that the special version's got a border. Of course, a lot of card games take off the border to make special cards. One Piece do as well. But have a look at this photo here, comparing them side by side. It is an amazing card. It's a very cool card. It's one that's... It's going to be one of the more popular ones. It is definitely going to be one of the more popular ones. Of course, in terms of playability here, it is actually the Nami from Starter Deck 1 that's just got an activate main once during your turn. Give a rested Don to your leader or one of your characters. It's alright. Cool enough card. You know, it's been out for a while now and it hasn't seen a ton of play like that, but it's still a cool card to have. One of the other redonkulously popular ones is going to be Jewelry Bonney. I don't think it's a coincidence that this was like the last one they went and showed off on the live stream here. People love Jewelry Bonney, and that doesn't really surprise me. Again, you got the scans on the screen here side by side. Here's a lovely photo comparing them. And yeah, I mean, you can see here there's a little bit of texture and foiling and all of that on the regular. The regular is cool. The regular is a really cool card, but obviously they've gone above and beyond here with what I'm going to call the secret rare version or the alt rare version. It doesn't really matter what you call it, but they've clearly gone above and beyond here, and it's going to be special. I'm assuming, because, you know, even if they've got even pull rates, and I don't think they do, you're talking 1 in 14 special boxes for the special Bonney, and it's probably going to be lower than that. So I think some of these are going to end up being quite expensive. And just as a little side note from your old pal Wassy, if you want to pick up these boxes but you haven't yet, maybe look into that, because I am convinced that we are about to see a price jump for these as they get more special. Now, this is a Jewelry Bonney from OP08 that did have an alternate art in OP08, and it's the one that once during your turn, when a card is moved in your opponent's life, you draw 2, trash 1. And it's got a trigger that draws 2 and trashes 1. Decent draw power, that's pretty nice. One of the other ones which I think is going to prove to be extremely popular here is your Boa Hancock. Everybody loves Boa Hancock. And if you have a look at the scans on the screen here, you can see again, very similar kind of cards, but one's just a bit fancier. It is a reprint of the Boa Hancock from Starter Deck 17. Yeah, Bandai at the moment are all over reprinting these Starter Deck cards. I'm kind of all for it, honestly. But the one from Starter Deck 17, that is the one that's got blocker. On play, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, put them at the top or bottom of your deck in any order, and then give a rested Don to one of your 7 Warlords of the Sea leader or character cards. It's pretty cool. Uta is probably the last of the 4, I think, here, which is going to prove to be redonkulously popular. And again, I'm starting off with the scans on the screen. Here's a nice photo comparing the 2 of them here, just to see how lovely it is. And then, in terms of what card it is, it's from Starter Deck 16, one of those new Starter Deck cards. So, what we've got here is your 4-cost 6k, counter plus, nothing, sorry. But you do have blocker, and it's got an activate main once per turn, whereby you can trash a film card from your hand to give a rested Don to your leader or one of your characters. Several cards from the Starter Decks you may have noticed have similar kind of skills. Now, Captain Eustass Kid is a very cool character that I think a lot of people are going to be looking to pull here. And the artwork here is quite nice. Here's a lovely photograph comparing the 2. And here you can definitely see the texture on the quote-unquote regular version. And here we've got a reprint from Starter Deck 10. So still a Starter Deck reprint, but an older one. This is the one you've seen probably quite a bit. On play and when attacking, Don -1. Give your leader a 1k bump until the start of your next turn. It's an extremely cool card. We've got ourselves a Rob Lucci here, and I'm just putting it out there. I'm hoping to pick up a couple of these boxes. And if I am able to do so, I would not be upset at pulling this Rob Lucci. It is awesome. Here's a lovely little photo comparing the pair of Rob Lucci cards here. And it's just cool. I love that they've done this. I know they didn't need to, and I know some people are going to be grumpy about the fact that it's now going to be ridiculously difficult to get a whole set. I get that, but I just love that they've gone about doing this. In terms of which card it actually is, it's the really good one from OP05, which did, of course, have an alternate art in OP05. It's the busted one that lets you KO 2 of your opponent's characters on play. And I think the free artworks here, incidentally, are just busted. Like, in terms of a card, any card, having a trio of characters, this is about the best I think we've got. Spandine, I feel fairly confident, is going to be the least sought after of all of them. But, you know, we're still getting it. And what's super weird is, over on the video, and I don't know if anyone else noticed this, but I noticed this, it was the only one they didn't show a side-by-side comparison of the regular and the special version. So all we get here is the special version on its own. Makes me a little bit sad, but at least you can see all the texturing and stuff. And this is the one from EB01. The loan card from EB01. But hey, you know, we're getting one. That's pretty cool. Didn't have an alternate art in EB01. And it is the one whereby, on play, you may place 3 cards of a type, including CP, from your trash to the bottom of your deck in any order. And then play a character card with a type, including CP, at a cost of 4 or less, other than Spandine, from your trash rested. It's a good playable card. I just think cards like this, we're not really talking about playability. We're talking about how much people want them, how popular they are, and all of that. And I do feel like Spandine is going to be the bottom of the list. That's what I think. I want to know what you think. So let me know in the comment section, would ya? Go nuts! Me nice! And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at the Wasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and a whole bunch of other card games. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCG Radio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing, as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.